Hey guys, what's up? It's Danielle. So welcome back to my channel. For today's video, we're going to be going through how I have my decor organized. As you can see, we are in my basement. And yeah, let's get right on into it. I'm not sure if I've ever given you guys a tour of my basement, but I'll show you at least part of it. This is where I have my reserve pantry. And then this is like, furnace, hot water heater, all that kind of stuff. And over here is where I actually store my decor. And I have a little bit on the other side as well. These shelves were here when I moved in. I think the previous owner had them put in, which honestly, thank God for that, because it prevents me from having to get racking, like wire racking. So ended up saving money. But anyways, this is where the main bulk of my decor is. So aside from my Christmas tree, which is on the other side, this is where everything is. And with the exception of my skis right here. But anyways, I have these divided into different bins, and the bins are divided up by season. So, I mean, we all know what the seasons are, but like to show you, like we got winter, regular, I'll talk about in a minute, summer, spring, you get the idea. I keep whatever season it is, I actually keep it pretty close to the stairs so that when that season is over, I can just grab it really quickly and put all the stuff back, all that kind of stuff. So anyways, I really only decorate, I would say, one level of my house at any given time, and that's usually the main floor. And I do that because A, it's easier, and B, I only have to lug stuff up one floor versus having to do two floors. And the other thing is, aside from Christmas, if I can't fit it all in one of these bins, then I simply have to get rid of something, or I just can't have it. And I, went a little crazy when I first bought my house, and I got a ton of different decor, and, I haven't really bought any since because I don't need to. So in these bins, I actually have stuff like ribbon, because I like to add ribbons to my wreaths, and I'll talk about that in a second. I also have candles. They're like seasonal candles, and all of that goes in there along with pillowcases. I do swap out my pillowcases based off of the season as well. So going over to the wreaths. Now, wreaths are kind of different because I only have one per season, aside from fall and Christmas, because those are my favorite. But obviously Christmas is not a season, but I have more than one for that because it's my favorite. So I store them in plastic garbage bags, and I've found that that's probably the best way. It's definitely the cheapest way. And then if I store them on top of the, boxes, they're perfectly fine. Like, I haven't had any issues with bugs or anything like that. The other thing I forgot to mention is that I do have seasonal cookie cutters, and I do keep those in these bins as well, just because it's easy for me to just pull everything up at the same time versus storing all of that in my kitchen when I don't need it. Now, the regular bin is for stuff that is for any time of the year. So I have all of my other cookie cutters in there. So like numbers and letters, and there's like animals in there. That's where I keep them, because again, I do not want them in my kitchen because I don't use them all the time. So that's kind of just where I store them in the meantime. I also will keep like candles that I use year round in there. You know, it really just kind of depends on how you want to split things up. But to me, this is what makes sense. And then we get to Christmas. Now, I did mention this before, but Christmas is the main bulk of my decor. And I have a lot of it, at least by my standards. So I have 2 wreaths just for Christmas. And then I have 4 bins. And I have my Christmas tree. Now, the 4 bins hold all of my decorations, all of my ornaments, you know, candles, lights, the whole shebang. And even my outdoor decor is stored in one of these 4 bins. And I did that on purpose because A, I'm the only one that lives here, and B, you know, it's kind of tiring to have to be the one to keep running up and down the stairs and decorate. So I'll kind of give you a glimpse into one of them. So this one has like candy canes that I use only for going on the tree, a bell garland that I made a couple years ago. You know, there's like cookie jar, excuse me. I have some of my Christmas pot holders, tree skirt, things like that. And it's not really a matter of, you know, things being in the right box. It's just a matter of, is it in the box? And this prevents me from buying more stuff. So like, for example, in here I have some poinsettias and gift wrap and cookie tin. And then I have some candles. You get the idea. So this is just really a very easy way for me to see. Obviously, all of the bins are labeled as well. And this helps me so that, you know, when we get to that time of year or when we get to that season, super easy to swap everything out. One other thing I do want to mention is that I have seasonal cupcake liners and also, you know, cupcake liners that are for different holidays. Those do stay upstairs in my pantry, but things like, you know, the little goodie bags, I'll put those in a Ziploc bag and chuck them in one of these bins. But for the most part, you know, everything is nicely contained. Aside from Christmas, like I said, everything is only in one bin. And then there's a wreath that goes with it that goes on the front door. So it's not a lot. It's just enough to the point where I'm happy with it. And I think that's all that matters. So anyways, I just thought I would share this with you guys because I know some people are kind of mystified about what to do with their decor and how to not how to decorate it, but how to organize it. And this is just what I found works best for me. I mean, everybody has their own system, but, you know, work with what you have, work with what your needs are, what your family's needs are, and you can never go wrong. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I love you all, and I'll talk to you all in my next video. Bye, guys.